Hello everyone, I welcome you to another segment on Kharis Tutorials. My name is Simeon Grace. Today we're going to be rocking this one in town style. It's an overlap top with bishop sleeve. That's the name, bishop sleeve. So funny. Okay, we're going to be doing that, and I'm going to be using this floral fabric to cut this wonderful style, and I'm going to be using 1.5 yards. We're going to be working with the measurement of length. The under bust is 12, the half length is 16, and the full length is 23. We're going to work with the shoulder measurement of 14, and also, like you know, we need the bust, which is 32, and we need the band, which is 26. And in the cutting, we're going to be adding 8 inches to the bust and the band measurement, that is 32 plus 8 divided by 4, 10, and the band 32 plus 8 divided by 4, 8.5. You know how we'll do it. We're going to be folding with the highest measurement. Come along, let's go and do that right away. Welcome back. Now I'm first going to cut out the half length of our overlap blouse. We'll be cutting the half length first, and the half length is 16 inches, and the folding, we'll be cutting out the back first. Remember, it's going to overlap, so we'll be cutting the back first. We have 32, which is the bust, and the band 26. So 32 plus 8 divided by 4, we have 10 inches. So I'll be folding 10 inches, and the length is 16. I'll add my sewing allowance. Remember to always add your sewing allowance to the length. So I'll have 16 to be the length, and the folding is going to be 10 inches. So let's do that just right away. I have 10 inches folded. I have 10 inches folded. The length is 16. And I have 17.5 with my sewing allowance. The shoulder 14 inches divided by 2, I have 7. And I have 8.5 measured down, 8.5, and from there I'll get the bust measurement, which is 32 plus 8 divided by 4. 32 plus 8 divided by 4, I have 10. The under bust measurement is 12, and after it we have the band measurement. The band is 26 plus 8 divided by 4, we have 8.5. 8.5. So now I'm just going to cut. Now I'll use this to cut out the front part, and cutting out the front, I'm going to fold again, and this time around we'll add 4 inches to our folding. We'll add 4 inches to the folding, and I'm going to cut out exactly what I have. The neck wideness now. For the front, for the wideness of the back, I have 2.5, and the deepness I have 1 inch. The wideness for both the front and the back, I'll just notch, and the deepness for the front 6 inches. 6 inches, I'm going to cut out the neck design for the back. Slanting the shoulder. So for the front now, all we just need to do is to place the back, to cut it out, and adding 4 inches to the folding. Adding 4 inches to the front folding, we just place the back to cut exactly what we have with our 4 inches. And the neck design, the wideness 2.5 and the deepness for the back is 1 inch. Wideness is 2.5, the deepness is 1 inch, and the deepness for the front is 6 inches. 6 inches. And then from my folding, I'll slanting my hand to the 6 inches, and then I'll move to the wideness. So cutting out the neck, cutting out the front, the neck for the back and that of the front. For my 6 inches, I'll slanting it to the folding, down to the folding, and I'm going to slanting the shoulder. From here now, this is a matter of choice, but I'm going to have a princess dart. I'm going to have a princess dart on the half length, so I'll just measure 4 inches. 4 inches, and on the shoulder I'll measure 3 inches. On the shoulder I'll measure 3 inches, and I'm going to cut it out. Yeah, and we are done with the half length. The next thing to do now, after cutting out the half length, we're going to cut out the sleeve first before moving to the flip part. Cutting out the sleeve now, we have the half length to be 8 inches and the full length is 20. So the half length is 8, the round sleeve is 10 inches. 10 inches divided by 2, we have 5. Then 5 plus 3 inches, we have 8. Now we're going to fold 8 inches. We are going to fold 8 inches, and the length is 8 inches. So the length now, I'm going to mark out 9 inches with my sewing allowance. So let's do that now. We're going to fold 8 inches. I have 8 inches folded, and the length is 9 inches. Now from this end, I'm going to measure down 3.5. The round sleeve is 10. Divided by 2 is 5. And plus my sewing allowance of 1 inch, I have 6 inches. 6 inches. From the 6 inches, mix with the 3.5 measured down. And then I'll bring it to the middle. I'm going to use this to cut out the other sleeve. We have the other sleeve cut out. Now we move to the flap part of the sleeve. Now for the flare part of the sleeve, I'm going to cut out a double flare. The length is 12. I have my fabric folded into 2. Then I'll bring out the triangle shape as cutting out a double flare. The round sleeve is 10. I have my fabric folded into 4 now. So 10 divided by 4 is giving us 2.5. 2.5. I have 3 inches. Then I'll confirm my 2.5. I'm sure we all know how to cut out our flay by now from our previous classes. We have different types of flay. Now the length is 12 inches, and I'm going to measure out 13 inches. I'm going to measure out 13. So now I'll cut 13 inches. Good. So I'll use this now to cut out the other flay. So using the first flay to cut out the other one, I'll just place it on it to cut it out. Okay, now we're going to join this first before we move to the other part of the top. Let's move to the sewing aspect now, where we're going to join the half length before we can now cut out the flay. Cutting out the flay now, remember, after cutting out the half length, we need to join and then measure out what we have before we can cut out the flay. Now I'm going to cut out a full flay. You can always cut out your desired type of flay. Remember, we did the types of flay in our previous class, so you can always watch that to get more understanding of that. Now, where we're going to attach the flay is 37 as measured out. That means 37, because I have my fabric folded into 8 now. 37 divided by 8. So I'm just going to approximate it to be 4.5. So I'm going to measure out 4.5. And the length of the flay is 7 inches. So I'll be measuring out 9 inches. So 9 inches, with my sewing allowance, I have 10 inches. Yeah. I have the flay ready, so I'm going to divide into 2. I have it divided into 2. So now we're going to notch the middle. And now let's move to the joining part. We're going to join this to the half length we already have on ground. Let's do that.